Tiny TV, man. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Check it out. So with this thing going around talking about JayZ and Black Thought, will.i.am supposed to be saying that he thinks JayZ's a better rapper. And that's cool. And I see how people can get mad when somebody speak on one of their favorite rappers. But I just feel like you can't compare Black Thought to JayZ. You see, and that's where I feel somebody should have been conscious enough that was on one of these big podcasts to catch that, you know, and mention that and bring that forth to the table, because that's like trying to compare Tupac to Lil Wayne. They're like two different types of rappers. You know what I'm saying? They're two different types of rappers, bro. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't do that. That's like comparing Whitney Houston to Lauryn Hill. They're two different types of singers. Lauryn Hill is a conscious spiritual singer, and everybody knows Whitney Houston is the best singer in the whole damn world. But she wasn't a spiritual conscious singer like Lauryn Hill. She wasn't even a spiritual conscious person like Lauryn Hill. You know, she sung better, but it's two different levels. You know what I'm saying? Common, Mos Def. You can't compare Common and Mos Def to B.I.G. and Tupac. You can't. You can't. You know, because they're two different types of rappers. Maybe Pac can go with Common and Mos Def, even though he had more thug shit in his shit, but he was very conscious, very. B.I.G. was just straight hood thug hip hop. But Black Thought is a rapper that's a spiritual conscious. Just like will.i.am said, every time I hear from him, I hear him rap or freestyle, it's always something new. Because that's how spiritual conscious people are. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's always something new, and ain't the same stuff. Because there's so much in our mind, there's so much going on and venturing through our head to where it's like, it's always going to be something new that we can put out. When you're just stuck on one thing, like he said JayZ is, yeah, JayZ was good at rapping about what he was stuck on. Well, I mean, Black Thought wasn't stuck on. He was go. So I understand when he said that. It wasn't to diss Jay, you know, but I understand when he said he felt, you know, Black Thought is a better rapper than JayZ. But at the same time, I feel that shouldn't even be no comparison. You know what I'm saying? Because that will kind of, like, in a spiritual world, and for the spiritual folks, have JayZ like undercuts, and I feel he's not, because they're two different type of rappers. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't compare JayZ to Lil Wayne. You can't. You can't. They two different type of rappers, two different types of flows, two different mindsets. You get what I'm saying? And so that's what I feel like. Black Thought, but if you ask me, yeah, of course, I love Black Thought's the man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and will.i.am wasn't lying. You understand, will.i.am is more of a conscious person too. So for all these people making these videos about, man, will.i.am didn't sell nothing. Are you crazy? will.i.am was with the Black Eyed Peas. He was with them white folks. Okay, what you talking about, boy? Okay, and will.i.am was not really known as a rapper. Let's talk about it. He's not. will.i.am ain't known as a rapper. He was like a little pop hip star or some shit like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, he got songs with all the different little, you know what I'm saying? But in our community, we did not consider will.i.am a rapper. So you can't compare or try, you know what I'm saying, will.i.am to nobody in the black community as far as rapping. That's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But will.i.am has accomplished a lot. Music, movies, like, you can't take that from the brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a spiritual brother at that. You know what I'm saying? He got some bangers. He got some hits, man. You know, I'm talking about outside of the little Black Eyed Peas shit, cuz got some shit. You feel me? But JayZ, he ain't relevant of this time. He's not. Like one of them said, somebody's better than JayZ out there right now. That's coming up and he's out there. There's plenty of people like that, bro. Like, remember, it's generation and it's eras out here. Like, what has Jay dropped? Beyonce's the one going crazy. Beyonce been going crazy 27 years. She ain't stopped, not 1 year. Back to back to back to back. So crazy the word the bitch even jumped into motherfucking country music. She is doing it all. JayZ's not doing nothing. So when people rap, they're talking about back in the day type shit. They are. And it's like, come on, man, y'all talking about some 90s type shit. The last good music that Cuz made was fucking 06, 07. Like, come on, like, that's not... You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. And then Nas came through and ate his ass up. Yeah, Nas fell off for a minute, but he came back and did his thing. But still, we all know and agree that Nas was a better rapper than JayZ. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, some people you can't compare, and if you try to compare the wrong people, then it's gonna really look like you know, like you can compare Black Thought to Common. You can compare Black Thought to, you know, Mos Def. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all these different other little, you know, rappers and shit like that. You can't really compare Black Thought to JayZ. But, you know, everybody has their thoughts on it. But yeah, man, that's my take on that, man. You know, I don't think JayZ's trash. I used to slap a lot of JayZ albums and shit, and a lot of his songs, but there's only certain songs. And like I said, JayZ is not relevant to this time. It's a lot of OGs, and see people laugh at Mano, Jim Jones, and all the rest of these OGs on the East Coast, E40s, the Two Shirts. They laugh at some old niggas old and still doing that, but they still staying relevant. They still staying relevant. Was not Ronald Isley still making songs, nigga, with R. Kelly and everybody else, nigga, 40 years later? That nigga was making music motherfucking 20, 30 years before they was even born. That's the way it goes. You gotta stay relevant. And every song that he dropped with them old motherfuckers went triple platinum. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit don't mean nothing, man. It don't mean nothing. The thing is to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? Even if your lyrics do fall and tend to, you know, fade away from goodness as greatness as it was, you know, from in your younger days, but still, you're still relevant. People love you, and that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think Mos Def, Common, and Black Thought need to make a song. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's certain rappers I need to go on together. You know, so that's my thought on that, man, for real. Because JayZ is dope. But I just think that they gave him extra than what he deserved. I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't think he was the greatest from New York. I don't. And to get real with you, I really don't know who the greatest from New York, because all them niggas is dope. All them New York niggas is dope, son. All them niggas is dope. Like, DMX, come on now. We can't forget about DMX. Like, come on. And then there's hella more New York people that you niggas know I don't really know about, but I just came across hundreds of them niggas throughout me growing. I'm 37, 38 years old, so it's way more people from New York that I done met, way fresher. You know what I'm saying, than Jay, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and some of them still going crazy right now, but that's just my take. But yeah, so that's my take on it, man. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, share this, you know, because I'm trying to get back on it. We're going to do some things, but you know, I'm trying to get back focused on it, man. Tiny TV.